Hey, it's June Parker from Selection Partners. I just want to share with you some more information that hopefully can help you in your interviews. Often I get asked, how do I close an interview? If I feel it's gone really well, what do I say? So there are some key tips that I'd like to share with you. So firstly, you've got to make sure that you thank the interviewers for your time and let them know that you've really enjoyed the interview and that you're very interested in the role. Even if you just say, hey, it sounds really terrific, thanks so much for sharing all that information with me. If they haven't covered any questions that you have, then ask them, is it okay if I ask you some more questions? I'm really interested and I'd like to explore further with you. I've got some questions, and you can even have them written down. So if they've covered all the things that you may have written down, then that's when you've got to be a little bit more creative. Please don't ask them about salary first up. If they say, do you have any questions? Don't say, what's the salary? It's really important that they, as the interviewer or your potential employer, feel that you're more interested in them and the organisation rather than the salary first and foremost. So leave that to the second or third interview, or to your recruitment consultant, even if you're going through an agency. What you do want to do is to say to them, you know, do you think that I'm the type of person that you would like to employ in this role? Or do you see me in this role? Or do you feel that I'm suitable in this position? Now, the reason that you ask that, if you're bold and brave enough to do so, is because they might say, actually, no, I'm not sure because I don't feel you have enough skills in some key areas. Then what you can do is say, oh, sorry, perhaps I didn't explain enough about blah, 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 blah. And then it gives you an opportunity to go back and give more information that's important for you to get the position. They might say, oh, sorry, we can't tell you that because we're in a process. You go, no worries, just thought I'd ask because I'm really interested. But what it does do from a psychological point of view is when you say the words, can you see me in the role, or do you feel that I'd be good for this position? The person interviewing you psychologically puts you into that role and has a look at what you might be doing in the team. And even doing that gives you a bit of a heads up than somebody else that doesn't ask that question. So not only does it give you the opportunity to mop up if you've missed something, but it also psychologically puts you into the position. So if you want to then ask more questions, then you might say, so I really enjoyed hearing about your culture. Can you tell me more about that? Or I was really interested in the training you mentioned. Could you tell me more about that? So if you have no other questions prepared, you can even ask that. Just tell me more about that. That's really interesting to me. Or, you know, tell me a little bit more about people who've been successful in this role and what they've done to make them successful, because that's what I want to do. So again, just think of those kind of questions on the hop. And the last thing is to say, so, you know, I've really enjoyed meeting with you. Can you please tell me what the next steps would be? And if there's anyone else that perhaps I should be meeting. So then you thank them very, very much for their time, and big smile, and again say, I'd look forward to meeting you again in the near future. So I hope that's helpful. It was all a bit of a jumble, but what I do want to say is that you must have some questions. And even if they've answered all of your questions, ask them to expand on something that's really important to you, and then ask them if they can see you in this position. Thank them very much for their time, and hopefully you'll get your next role. Again, if you want more advice or tips, head over to our website or contact us if you'd like some individual one-on-one interview or career coaching. Cheers, bye.